I'm Cris Collinsworth, and we are back inside the vault with Jill Wagner, Alonzo Bodden, and Wired Magazine's Jason Tanz. And Jason, I'm going to start with you. I understand that the average kid, I'm going to assume around teenage, whatever,
right,
texts 150 times a day.
That's right. There are a lot of ways to look at that, right? You can look at that and say, oh my God, my kids are sinking into this phone and I'm never going to see them again. Or you can say, look at how much my kid is communicating, right? But, you know, a lot of the way that kids use technology is actually just another form of communication. So, you know, technology can actually help us communicate inside the family as well. Like, for instance, if you have a phone with a video camera in it, all those moments that used to get lost are now preserved forever. I was at lunch with a friend, and I got a text from my wife, and it said, Paolo took his first steps. And there was a video of him taking his first steps. Like that. You know, if this were 3 years ago, I would never have seen that.
I was thinking about that 150 texts a day. I can't imagine my 18-year-old niece cutting back to only 150 texts a day. She would be hobbled. I have seen my niece and her boyfriend sitting next to each other, texting each other. They're as close as we are right now.
It's a parenting challenge, right? Because, you know, once upon a time, you're worried about your kids and them getting on the internet, for instance. All right, well, you have a computer and it's in the living room, and if you want to use the computer, you have to go to the living room, right? Piece of cake. But now, you know, you really can't stay on top of your kids that way because they've got the internet in their pocket all the time. So they can be anywhere and log on to the internet.
I totally agree with that, because I don't think that at this point in time you can ever keep them from wherever they want to go. There is no way that you're going to turn this into a public forum where you can protect it. So you almost have to go the other way and assume
that's right,
they're going to have access, and now deal with the issues of why you don't want to see this, or if you do, this is what it means.
Realistically, our kids are going to be much smarter than us about this stuff, and they're always going to figure out a way to hack around it.
But again, isn't it kind of like what you were saying about communication, that these things have always existed? Like teenagers always, there were you know, books or magazines or videos. There's always something you weren't supposed to see, and the challenge was to see it. I think the fact that it's so easy sort of takes the challenge out of it for a kid.
Now it's like my grandma's on Facebook. I mean, everybody's got a Facebook page. Do you, since you have kids, do you check up on them? Do you go to their maybe you shouldn't answer this right now, but have you ever done that?
I'm going to plead the fifth and say, no, I haven't done that, but I have someone at home very close to me who has done that several times with our children. Yeah, they're going to get checked out. But, you know, it's not all the negative, and we shouldn't do that.
Right.
This Thanksgiving, it was the most bizarre of times for me, because we were at the Thanksgiving dinner table with our entire extended family, uncles, aunts, grandparents, you know, the whole thing. And my daughter walked in, and she was Skyping with my son, who was still at Notre Dame practicing football. And literally, she walked him around to say hi to everybody. So whoever it was that was talking to Austin at that particular time, he would turn and go, hi, Grandma, how you doing? And, you know, hi. That's the way that Thanksgiving went.
Well, speaking of your son, I think we have a little surprise for you, Cris.
What's up there at Notre Dame?
This is your new job. It looks good.
Look at you. Where are you standing? In front of the Modern Art Museum, or what is that in there behind there?
Hey, that's the living room couch, man.
I wouldn't recognize it. I haven't been home enough. This is my son, Austin, and this is unbelievable.
What's up, Austin?
Yeah,
how's it going, man?
You have a good-looking son.
Well, you know, he's
Hi, Austin.
chip off the old block. You know what I'm saying there? Hey, now, are you allowed to brag since he's on national television? Can I tell at least one story?
Let's hear it.
He's a true freshman at Notre Dame, and he was on the kickoff return team, national television, opening kickoff. They kick off one down there to him. He comes screaming up the field, and I can see this guy coming who is going to take his head off. I'm like, oh, my God, duck, son, duck. I'm yelling from 8 miles away. And what happened?
I didn't even see him, to be honest with you. This guy just hit me, and all of a sudden, I guess natural instincts, I spun off him and got to outrun the guys at the 50-yard line.
Got it out to the 50-yard line.
Nice.
I look over at my wife, Holly. She's got tears streaming down her face. I start getting tears in my eyes. I was like, this is absolutely stupid. I'm at a football game. What's the matter with us? But it was just one incredible moment. But from your standpoint, Austin, tell me about Thanksgiving. How did that go?
Getting to walk around and see your whole family at Thanksgiving was pretty unbelievable.
And it was so amazing to sit there and to see his great-grandmother looking into this little screen and going, hi, Austin. Happy Thanksgiving, son.
Hey, Austin, all this sweet family talk is great. Give us something about Dad that America doesn't know.
I plead the fifth. I'm gonna
That's
follow.
my boy right there.
You have
That's
trained
the
well.
reason he gets a full 1/4 share in the wheel. That's my boy right there. Yes, indeed. Hey,
letting us
Austin,
down.
you are the best, my man. We appreciate you hanging around for us. But go out and have a little fun now, son, will you?
I will. See
Bye,
you guys.
Austin.
So long.
All right.
You
That
raised
is
the
my
loyal
man.
one,
Oh,
Cris.
like I almost start crying or something. All right, next on Inside the Vault, race car champ Justin Bell is putting his accident-prone niece through a fast and furious driving school. We'll be right back. How cool was that? That was great. Online right now at InsideTheVault.tv, ask the editor. Experts from The New Yorker, Wired answering this question. What's the hardest choice you'll face as a father? The answers and more exclusive content at InsideTheVault.tv.